I could point out all the things about how bad this life can seem, but we work hard, we making it. Forward motion on everything.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to FourWord's Monday. It's your boy Valet D-Rock, and I'm here to talk with you about trust. Okay, I think it's an important thing to talk about, a very important thing to talk about. So I just started working night shifts this weekend, and I just got off, so I need to tell you this before I lay down and go to sleep, and you don't get this video until like midnight. So we don't want to do that. But what I do want to do is jump right into it and talk about trust. I don't want to waste your time. I promise to write a blog before follow-up Friday, and it's going to be great. So let's get into it, okay, with trust. So the first thing I want to do, living to be known, week 35. Why do you trust? It's an important question. And then another question is trust earned or is it given? Or do you think it's both? So let's check this out. So let's define trust. Okay, real quick. I'll go to the dictionary, and because we're using it in terms of relationship, these are the definitions that I'm going to use. One, to place confidence in, right? Or to be confident in. Also, you have to commit or place in one's care or keeping. You have to rely on the truthfulness or accuracy of, to place confidence in, or to permit to stay, go, or do something without fear. Okay, without fear, because we're talking about trust. So we're talking about placing confidence in. We're talking about committing or placing something in someone's keeping, someone else, giving it to someone else. Permitting or basically accepting, being fine with how you come or go or stay or whatever you do without the fear of consequence. And then, of course, to rely on the truthfulness or accuracy of of someone. Okay, so we're talking about trust and relationships. And so we're asking, why do we trust? There's a lot of reasons we have to talk about trust, right? Oftentimes, conversations, big time when they come up about trust, it has to do with an individual, and it has to do with something external or someone else. So some people will say, I don't trust religions or religious practices or phenomena connected to religion. They would say, I don't trust science, or they would say, I don't trust people, or they would say, I don't trust myself. Right? We use the word a lot, but the proper understanding of what we place confidence in or what we commit to the keeping of for someone is very important, especially in our relationships. So we have to ask, why do we trust anyone at all, or some people over others? And then, is that trust something that was earned or something that was given? Now, real quickly, because we depend on our pillars, right, which are our principles of belief, knowledge, and practice, right? What do we really believe? What do we know? And what do we do? When we apply or attribute that to someone else, when deciding how or if we trust them, right? What do we believe about that person? What do we know about that person? And in this case, what does that person do? Even more so than what you do or what you're about to do. And then, of course, for your relationship, right? Is trust dependent on the relationship, or is it dependent on the situation? Okay? When you communicate, is communication a big issue with trust, right? Of course, we look at honesty, but also we want to look at body language. We want to look at, right? We always feel like, oh, what kind of vibe do you give, right? That's a form of communication. The things that they say. And the clues that pop up in people's speech and ideas and conversation. And then we're not necessarily talking about finances, but a lot of time when it comes to money, trust also becomes an issue, right? Who do you trust your money with? If you trust it with anybody at all, or if you lend it, or if you borrow it, right? Is that the hold or contingency of trust. So today I just wanted to say, let's ask some really serious questions about trust, about who we place our confidence in and why, especially in our relationships, right? Why do we trust our parents? I'm not saying everyone does, but for average child who has a parent or a guardian, right, or a caretaker, who they know loves them, who they know cares for them, why do we trust them? Think about that. And then also think about why sometimes when you're on the street sitting at the bus stop, you spark up a conversation with a complete stranger and you tell them things that you wouldn't tell people who are close to you, right? If you haven't done that before, then okay, fine, I'll take it. But there are plenty of people who I've met in passing who have told me what they have said are secrets or deep things or intimate things, or things that they haven't told anybody else. And I wonder, why would they trust me with that as a stranger? It might seem peculiar, but oftentimes strangers bear no consequence, right? You tell them something, they take it, they leave. You never hear about it or hear from them again. So when we think about how we gauge our trust and why we gauge our trust, right? Why do you trust your best friend, or why don't you trust some of your friends? It's just deep, you know. But that's what I'm asking today, because when it comes to living to be known, and we're talking about belief, and we're talking about knowledge, and we're talking about practice. We're talking about our relationships that we have with people and things, which includes those who we trust and don't trust, and especially in how we manage our relationships. It includes who we communicate to and with, and how we communicate to and with them, based on how much information do I trust you with, if I trust you with it at all. Sometimes trust isn't even a factor when it comes to sharing things, when it comes to the relationship that you have with your friend, or the person that you like, right? Or the person that you do things with. Since we just got done talking about dating, what makes you trust that person or trust that person so quickly with your deep, intimate details, with the honesty of who you are, with your body, with your money, with your things? We have to ask why we trust. We have to look at it and examine it. And I think if we just took some time to say, okay, why do I really trust you? Just like we ask, why do I really like you? Or why are you the right person to maintain a relationship with? Things become a little clearer. Anyway, check that out. Let me know what you think. I'm going to write you guys also on the blog, and I also have a new song coming out today. It's called Better Love Stuff. Check that out. It's going to be your girl's favorite song, at least for the next 2 weeks. So, yeah. It's your boy Valet, D-Rock, Delroy. I love you guys. Follow all my stuff, all my links. I'll throw them up. I appreciate you guys. Love it. Don't get sick of me, get used to me. Yeah.
And I could point out all the things about how bad this life can seem, but we work hard, we making it, forward motion on everything.